Thank you very much. You would know as the wildfires rage on in the Western Cape, many people have been displaced from their homes, and thankfully we do have so many passionate individuals out there who are dedicated to addressing and covering for the cause. Now today we're joined by Justin Sillivan, wildlife photographer capturing the fires, and Dean Ferreira of the NCC. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. I can only imagine that you must be absolutely so tired after being out there on the field for so long, but thank you for joining us nonetheless.
Thanks for having us.
And Dean, could you maybe just give us a bit of a picture of what's been happening out there and how you've been tackling these fires to come to the result that we have right now?
Morning, yeah. We're a private company. We sell our services to various organisations, and we have fire crews based around the Western Cape. So this season, I've been around a while. This season's probably the worst fire season I've encountered. We've had multiple fires, not just large fires, but multiple fires ongoing, non-stop.
Sure.
And yeah, it's hectic. You're right, the guys are tired. Luckily, we've had a break now for a couple of days.
So the recent rains have helped a little bit.
The rains have helped, the wind's dropped a bit. So yeah, we've been very lucky for the last couple of days to replenish, refresh, get over aching bones and fix up our equipment and ready for the next round.
Yeah, and I can only imagine what it's been like when you look at these pictures. And speaking of which, Justin, that is exactly what you do. You capture these images that tell the stories that will obviously live on for a long time to come. What has it been like for you being out there, and how has this work impacted your career?
Yeah, so just a brief history. When I started out, I was just in my flip-flops and shorts up in the mountainside, not really knowing what I was doing. I actually got chased off a few times. Until Dean actually phoned me one day and said, listen, Justin, we need to get you training, we need to get you kits. And that actually has really helped me to get to where I am today.
Yeah.
So yeah, the last few weeks have been quite hectic for me. I really put in a lot of effort to actually get out there and to photograph these guys, because it's important that these guys get the awareness they deserve.
Absolutely. And tell me about some of the stories behind these photographs and these images that we're seeing right now. For instance, that's
me?
you. That's a little selfie on the job, is it?
Not much of a story over there. I did pick 2 images to put up.
Which ones were those? Which ones are those particularly? If you just maybe describe them.
If you maybe scroll through, it was just one of a firefighter walking into a forest. It was actually my first very iconic photo that I took. No, it wasn't that one. But this is actually one of Dean's guys from the NCC on Signal Hill. This is a very small wildfire, but it was beautiful scenery. Yep, here we go.
My goodness gracious.
So yeah, this was 2 weeks ago in Paarl, and I woke up at midnight, and just out of habit, I checked my phone, and I got a message from a friend of mine to say you need to get through to Paarl immediately. The whole mountain's on fire. I'll never forget actually arriving in Paarl and seeing this mountain just blazing, and the chaos and the panic from the people around. And when I arrived here, there was about myself and 3 firefighters, and this building actually hadn't set on fire just yet. The building behind it was burning. There just wasn't enough manpower to kind of put this out, and so all they were doing is protecting the properties around it.
Yes.
And I was here for about an hour, and you know, as beautiful as this was, it was so heart-wrenching to see, knowing that all this history burning. I think this building is from 1792. So it was quite a iconic evening for me to witness this. And I waited for the fire. I knew the fire was going to come at that door at some stage, so I waited for the shot.
My word. I'm sure you've put yourself in the line of danger taking these photos.
I try and be as safe as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, this is the other fire. Generally, I try and stay a bit further away from the fire than the firefighters. Obviously, I want to capture the emotion. I want to capture them doing their hard work. But yeah, this particular image, this was probably the 2nd day or the 3rd day of the Cape Town fires in March 2015. And I just remember turning around and seeing this firefighter walking towards the fire with his head held high, coal was burning in the background. It was such an iconic moment for me, knowing that, you know, no matter how much, you know, sort of pain and suffering these guys go through when they're working these long shifts, he still had his head held high and he was walking towards the fire. And it was after this image that I decided there's actually a chance for me to make a sort of like a difference in the wildfire fighting community.
Yeah, inspiring stuff indeed. And to you, Justin and Dean, thank you very much for what you have done in your efforts to help those that are in need, and to all of your teams as well. Please tell them that we do thank them as well.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely fantastic. Justin and Dean joining us here to tell us a bit more about what's been happening with regards to the Western Cape fires. And of course, great news to hear right now that there's been some respite with the rain over the past couple of days. On that note, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.